Now, just on the good news side, the AFL-CIO had a turnaround in 1995, and things began to get really much better. Prior to that time, they were quite isolated, and they were getting smaller, and they were losing their credibility, especially with young people. Now they're reaching out to young people. They've got a chapter here called Young Active Labor Leaders that meets first Mondays, I think it is, 7 o'clock. They reach out to gays. They reach out to immigrants. They reach out to women. They're very diverse, and they didn't used to be. They used to be very isolated. Now they're very diverse, and they're getting bigger. The Dallas AFL-CIO has grown pretty well. At one time, I can remember when it only had one person in the whole Dallas AFL-CIO. Now there's 7. 7 makes the staff. And the meetings are bigger and they're more diverse. And we've signed up a lot more of the working people of Dallas County. The best news of all, I like to end on an upbeat, the best news of all is the teachers. Because you remember teachers used to be like mouses, you know, and they would tell us, I used to be a teacher, they would tell us, well, you're professionals, you know, you wouldn't go on strike, well, that's beneath you. And now the teachers are really kicking butt around the country, starting with the West Virginia teachers during this past year.
Oklahoma?
They carried out a political strike, a statewide strike, not just for their own wages, but for school supplies and for bus drivers and cafeteria workers and everybody that's connected to providing good education. And 5 other states, or 4 other states followed West Virginia, one of them being Oklahoma, and one of them was Arizona. It was states that you wouldn't think they would step up at all. And right now, even though they're not saying much about it on the news, a lot of the teachers in Washington State are on strike. What happened was that they won a lawsuit or something, and the legislature had to turn loose of another $1 billion. And then the school district said, well, yeah, we got the $1 billion, but we're not going to give it to you. And so the teachers just picked up their picket signs and went out. Some of them have already won good contracts. I heard today that Seattle had won a good contract. And so some of them have already won good contracts. Some of them are on strike now. Some of them are planning to go on strike as soon as school starts in their areas. So the good news is that what I'm recommending is already happening. We are right now in the middle of the biggest upsurge in American history. This is a lot bigger than the Occupy movement. This is a lot bigger than the Vietnam War movement. Some of us were in that. And we thought that was the biggest thing that had ever happened. This is bigger than the women's movement was, bigger than the civil rights movement was, because it embraces a wider variety of people, more people. It's women more than anybody else that are leading it. But it is nevertheless the biggest upsurge, progressive upsurge in American history. It's not all that well organized. And it's not focused on the workers' movement the way I'm recommending. But we're getting there. It's coming that way. So I don't think that rising inequality is going to result in something terrible. I think that people are going to fight it. People are going to get organized, and we are going to win. And that's my message. Thank you.